I uploaded a video a couple days ago talking about the new Super Mario Bros. Movie that's coming out very soon. I explained why they're not using Charles Martinet as the voice of Mario. Instead, they're using Chris Pratt, and I gave my explanations why, and then it turned into a big controversy. Ton of people saw the video, a ton of people left comments, and today we're going to address those comments. Hey guys, BabyBaron20 back again, and today we're going to go ahead and read some of these comments from my last video. And if you have not seen my last video, I urge you to watch it. That way you can understand and have a better understanding why people are saying what they're saying in these comments, and then you can understand why I'm replying the way I am. So if you have not seen my last video, I urge you to go ahead and watch that first. With that being said, let's just jump right into it and go to our first comment. It says, I think I heard something about Charles being not able to cinch a whole movie in this high-pitched voice. He can cinch a short line for sure, but for a whole movie is another dimension of work. We're all going to understand it when the movie comes out. Nintendo and Illumination are no rookies. They know what they are doing, so trust them. Now, this is from Sam. Sam, I agree. Illumination, Nintendo, they're no rookies, especially Illumination with their Minion movies and everything else. They know how to put a movie together, okay, especially an animated movie like this. But with that being said, saying Charles would not be able to put all these lines together for an hour and a half or whatever the case may be, I just don't buy that. Sure, we know Mario as a one-liner, like, let's go, and stuff like that. Okay, Mario says one-liners. He hardly puts a sentence together because it's a video game. We've never had the opportunity to hear Mario in a movie or actually hear him speak fully. It's just those one-liners like you say. So to say Charles can't do it's inaccurate. He definitely can do it. And I think we should have allowed him to do it because we would have seen Mario for the first time speaking and not just having one-liners. So I disagree with you there. Next, we have a comment from Beige Italian here. I actually spoke with the Elder Council of Italians, and we all agreed that it would have been totally cool for Chris Pratt to do an over-the-top Italian accent for Mario. We've also never had a problem with Charles' voice. Turns out Mario's actually a worldwide icon, and everybody loves him, including Italy. Now, this comment is like ranked at the top. It's got like 500 thumbs up at this point, and people are loving this comment. And, I have to say, F-Badge, since, you spoke with the Elder of the Italians, and they have no problem with it, tell them to call up Illumination and tell them to go ahead and give us our Mario. Give us Charles, please, because Chris Pratt just isn't cutting it. That's the thing. Most Italians are not going to have problems with the voice. In this day and age, it's usually not the people that it's addressing that are offended. It's the people being offended for other people, which is really sad, honestly. We have Emma. As an American that is part Italian, hearing Mario's famous Italian accent doesn't even offend me. It's iconic and cute to hear for many people, and it really makes me mad that Hollywood finds it offensive in their eyes, just because they're scared of offending the small minorities. I'm so tired of this. Emma, I agree. That's just the sad world we live in. Any movie you watch nowadays will try to appease the minorities. They will try to touch every demographic. And I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole because it's going to lead to a lot of bad comments in this video, which I'm trying to not have. That's probably going to happen anyways, but whatever the case may be. But I'm trying to not, let's say, offend anybody in this video. So, but Emma, I totally agree. We got from Brawlma NES. I have to say that you are incorrect. In other languages, Mario has the over-the-top falsetto and an accent. The US version of this trailer is pretty much the only one without that. And I 100% agree. Matter of fact, I'm going to leave a link below to the French trailer of this Mario movie. Urge you to watch it. Please, everyone, watch this trailer because it's going to pretty much exploit everything I'm talking about. The US is so easily offended. But if you go watch the French trailer, they use the Mario voice that we know and love. Now, sure, it's not it's not Charles doing the voice, but it's the Yahoo! It's like the Mario accent that we all know and love. For some reason, other countries are going to have this accent in the movie, but they completely stripped it out of the US version. How do you like those apples, right? I mean, it's starting to make sense now. I urge you guys to do your own research. I really do. But just watch the trailer. I'll leave a link below. You guys can watch the trailer and tell me what you think. Neon Green King says, they're called natives, not Indians. But they didn't have to change it to Cleveland Guardians. Cleveland natives would have been cool. Now they're talking about, again, if you haven't seen my last video, you need to watch it to understand, because I related to how everyone's so easily offended to the point to where my home baseball team, the Cleveland Indians, people were up in arms and were very upset about it. So they had to change it to the Cleveland Guardians because I guess Indians were offensive. It was offensive to them, to the Native American, to the natives or whatever. And changing it to the Cleveland natives, Neon Green King, I disagree, because they would still be offended. People, I'm telling you, leave race out of it, because they would still be offended. Let's just leave it at that. We got one from CharKit. I can definitely say that the voice we usually associate with Mario would have definitely got very jarring if I listened to it for an hour and a half. Now, a lot of people were saying this. I got so many comments saying pretty much the same thing, that if Charles was to voice Mario and had that over-the-top Mario voice that we know and love, it would have got very tiresome. It would have got very jarring, as this guy says, and annoying, and people would not have liked it for an hour and a half. It's good for like one-liners in video games, but not for a full movie. And again, I have to disagree, because we've never heard Mario in a movie with Charles' voice. It's just never happened before. Like I said, it's normally one-liners. We don't even know what Mario could sound like potentially in a normal voice. We have not had that opportunity. This was that opportunity, and it was stolen from us. It was given to Chris Pratt. Charles did not even get, the night of day to even try to do it. So, we could have finally saw it for the first time here in this movie, because Mario, with that accent, just because you're like, Yahoo, let's go, like stuff like that. Those are one-liners, and the reason why they're over the top is because they're one-liners. They're energy, and they're just one-liners in video games. If Mario were to speak, he's not going to have that over-the-top energy like that while he's talking normal. So we never really even got to see what Mario could have potentially been like. So, I don't know. I just disagree. We have another one from Evil Within Anime. I think they should have used you as Mario in the movie. Oh, man, I disagree. Thank you, though. But I did get a lot of comments, people saying they enjoyed my Mario impressions. And I think it's horrible, by the way, but that made me laugh. Thank you. I find it more racist to exclude Italian accents while only allowing American accents. Seriously, what the F? This is from M. Tayala. Sorry if I butchered your name. But anyways, I agree. Like I said, everyone's offended. This day and age, it doesn't matter what you do. Everyone is going to be offended, which is why I don't understand why Hollywood tiptoes around everything. Because no matter what you do, people are going to, complain. People are going to just be offended. And in my opinion, it offends more people by trying to appease the minorities, in my opinion. It's just, again, let's not go down the rabbit hole, but there we go. Isaac says, pause on 434, not one Native American in sight. Now, if you cannot, if you're wondering what this means, at 434 in my last video, it's a picture of people protesting in my hometown in Cleveland, protesting that they want the Cleveland Indians name to change because they're offended. And if you look at the people that are up in arms and offended by this, they're not Native American. They're just whites. They're just people that are just mad. They don't know why they're mad, but they're mad. And they want it changed. And they won. It's sad to say, but the Cleveland Indians caved in to the media and to the pressure, and they changed the name. So there's that. So I heard that he's in the end credits scene as Wario. And I hear this a lot. A lot of people are saying stuff that he's going to be at the end as Wario. Now, what we do know for sure is Charles Martinet is already going to be in this movie. He's in the credits or whatever. He's going to be multiple cameos, in my opinion. Charles does many voices. He doesn't just do Mario. Okay, he does many, many voices in the Nintendo world. So he could be doing a lot of cameos. Which ones, it remains to be seen. A lot of people are spectating he's going to be Wario at the end, and it might lead up to like a new, like a sequel to the movie or something, but I guess we'll have to see. James says, I absolutely hate how people aren't offended for themselves. No, they are offended for other people. Even if the other people are perfectly fine with it, mind your own business. Now, James, got to calm down, James. I kind of agree with you. Actually, I really agree with you because people, like I said, it goes back to the whole Cleveland Indians thing. The majority of the people, and I can say this because I'm from the area, the majority of the people that were offended and that were pushing so hard to get that changed, they were not, it didn't even affect them. They were just offended for somebody else. It's a sad, sad world we live in. Now we got one from Rob, and I'm just going to read this one and be done with it because, I mean, there's a lot. If you guys want to read the comments, I had a ton of them, and a lot of them just repeat themselves. Like I said, there's almost 1,000 comments on this video, but Rob says the fact that people that say it's racist aren't even Italian, and I agree, and it's pretty much just saying the same thing. A lot of people agreed with me in this video. A lot of people agreed with me. I was honestly surprised. I was pleasantly surprised how many people had the same view as me because I was starting to get worried that the world was like just a bunch of pansies, honestly. Like the world to me, it's like when I see stuff like this, it's like, how are we a world that is so offended by every little thing that we have to try to cancel stuff? And that video I made really opened up my eyes that there's a lot of people that agree the same way I do, which makes me feel good. Now, don't get me wrong. There were a few comments that were like, this guy's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But for the majority, it was people agreeing with me, which was good. Now, leave a comment below and let me have it. I'm telling you, let me have it. Be brutally honest. I can take it. I'm a grown man. You're not going to hurt my feelings. If you disagree with anything I said in this video, I want to hear all about it in the comments below. If you agree with anything I said, let me know in the comments below. And just let me know, what do you think or what do you think Charles is going to play as a cameo? He's not going to be Mario, obviously, but do you think he's going to be Wario? What do you think he's actually going to play? We don't know. All we can do is spectate at this time, but let me know in the comments below. That's pretty much all for right now, guys. And as always, there'll be more to come shortly, guys. Thanks again.